reaction on the part of the fans changed from the object changed from the officials to the New York team.
Down there on the field, you see Jimmy Kelly and Jimmy McCalliog, number 6 and number 12, both natives of Scotland, by the way. Up at midfield, the Chicago Sting getting ready to, they will be defending the goal to our right and to your right as you're viewing it on Channel 11, listening to it on WTAQ and WVFE. Here comes Pelé back out on the field now. Pelé was yellow carded in the first half.
Howard, I think we have a substitution. I think Rabalski is in now.
Steve Rabalski has come into the game replacing Jimmy Lemon. Number 17, Steve Rabalski, acquired by the Sting just a couple of weeks ago from the Los Angeles Aztecs and trade for Merrill Reese, has come into the game replacing Lemon.
And of course, Steve in 1976 was the best college player in the United States.
Yes, he was. Steve Rabalski was the most sought-after college draft player in NASL history. First-round draft choice in the NASL, grabbed off by the Aztecs. And now he's a member of the Chicago Sting. The New York Cosmos will kick off. The Sting, again, starting with Moore, Jennings, and Morgan up front. McCalliog, Kelly, and Steve Rabalski now, right side midfielder. And on the fence, Pringle, Skaterick, Griffiths, and Webb. Merv Costin in the net. New York going with Field, Pelé, and Canalla. And now there's Romo Mifflin. His pass over to the far side, broken up by Paul Pringle, driven back to Werner Roth. Roth for the Cosmos at the offside line. Gives it to Mifflin. Mifflin puts it back up to Canalla. Tackle away from him. McCalliog feeds to Rabalski. Rabalski give and go, but it's intercepted by the Cosmos, and they give ground. Charlie Aiken over on the far side puts it up, and the pass goes over everyone's head. Trapped by Tony Field. He's trying to work around Pringle. Field is very fast. Showed us a lot of good moves. Now the ball comes all the way back to the center stripe. Terry Garbutt now moving into the Sting zone. Garbutt lead pass to Pelé. Skaterick is blocking. He gets back to Garbutt. Rabalski is there. Good move, but he overleads his man. Taken back momentarily by Moraes. Moraes is tripped by Rabalski. Foul called on Steve Rabalski.
It looks like a legitimate attempt to the ball. Oh, no. He just stuck his left foot out, and there he goes.
Moraes will take the free kick outside the penalty area. People moving in and out of position there in the area. Now he gives it to Pelé. Pelé shot. Stopped by Pringle, and the header returned by Moraes goes off to the left of the net, over the goal.
On the free kick, it's going to be a shot to the right. It's going to come off of a Sting defender's foot, and there's the header into a wide open net, and it goes wide.
Sting caught a bit of a break that time. Goal kick coming up. Mervyn Costin of the Chicago Sting.
Merwin was pretty well tested in that first half, Howard. He was credited with 6 saves, and Yassine only got credit for 2, although 2 of them went in. So there were actually 4 shots directly on goal.
This is Steve Rabalski now in the game for Jim Lemon. Back to McCalliog. McCalliog being worked right off the ball. Good move by Tony Field. I like this Field. I think he's a scrappy player.
He saved that shot on the line in the game in Soldiers Field.
Pelé has it now. Give and go to Mifflin. A little bit too far, and Skaterick booms it back up toward the field. Jennings goes for the header, and Jennings has climbed over and put down, and a foul called on Jennings. The foul against Roth. All right, it comes back to Charlie Aiken. Aiken over on the far side. Working the ball, the Cosmos. They try to get it to Mifflin. Broken up. Good move by McCalliog. McCalliog now leads up to... But now Jennings is pushed. No call. Battle for the ball. McCalliog tries to move it to the far side, and his last touch by McCalliog over the head of Rabalski. It's going to be a throw-in for the Cosmos. There's a good close-up of Rabalski and Tony Field, and now the throw-in is going to come up. New York in control. The trap made by Dimitrievich leads to Field. Field makes a good trap on the ball, puts it in the penalty area. Griffiths is going to leave it for Costin. Costin gathers it in and flings to the near side to Johnny Webb. So Webby with Pelé guarding him. Puts it up past the midfield stripe. He gets Ron Moore. Moore works by one man, works by another. Good move by Moore as he puts Garbutt down with some fancy footwork. Drops it to McCalliog. He in turn gives it to Morgan. Morgan now working down in front of you as the thing goes right to left. Willie Morgan, number 14. Wild Willie. And taken away from him by Moraes. Good move by Moraes. Battle for the ball. Broken up momentarily. Taken back by Moraes. Here comes Moraes into the attack zone. Moraes faking once, faking twice, looking for the open man. Gets Pelé. Pelé coming to the top of the penalty area. Leads over on the far side to Field. Field now trying to get by Pringle. Breaks by one man, puts it in front. Broken up by Griffith. Straight move. The ball going over to the far side of the penalty area. Fields keeps it in. He gets it back to Aiken. Aiken coming in with Mifflin. Mifflin now moves to the top of the penalty area. Leads to Pelé. Pelé is pushed down by Skaterick, and there's no call. Pelé looks at the fans, asks for support. Here is Rabalski. Pelé is just sitting on the penalty area. Moore now. He overleads Moore, and the ball booted out on the far side by Mike Dillon. It's going to be thrown in by Chicago's Rabalski.
Rybowski kicks that ball up.
Chicago now on the attack. Jimmy Kelly. Kelly looking for a man to pass to. Finds Lemon. Check that. Johnny Webb. Webb moving on the near side. Webb a lead pass into Jennings. Jennings being hemmed in on the sideline. Can't control the ball. It goes out of bounds. And the throw-in is going to be awarded to the Cosmos deep in their own zone on the near side. Comes back to Garbutt. Garbutt goes back to... Intercepted. Intercepted by Moore. Shot by Moore. It's stopped by Yassin. And now it's taken by Dillon and booted out of bounds. Ron Moore. Wow.
Moore had a very hard shot with his left foot. Now he's going to come around. There it comes, and Yassine's going to make... Oh, it's right at him.
That was a very nonchalant pass, wasn't it? All right, the throw-in comes to Johnny Webb. Webb working at midfield, near side. Webb now, lead to McCalliog. McCalliog still working back to Webb, being picked up by Dmitrievich. Dmitrievich boots it out of bounds. Sting will have another throw-in. Right on the near side, near midfield. McCalliog with the ball. He gets it to Morgan. Morgan worked on by Garbutt, gives it to Jimmy Kelly. Kelly and Morgan all gather together. Now they get it up to Moore. Moore gives ground. Moore being hemmed in, puts it over to Rybowski. Rybowski chases it down, going with his Charlie Aiken. Rybowski able to get control of the ball momentarily as Aiken makes the trap off his foot deep in the area. Gets it to Werner Roth. Roth now leads it out to Mifflin. Mifflin moving upfield. There comes the lead to Field. Check that. This is Aiken. Aiken now a long lead to Tony Field. Skaterick racing Field for the ball, and Skaterick goes down as the ball goes out of bounds on the far side. Throw in for the Cosmos. Throw-in comes into Tony Field. He gets it back. There's the cross coming out in front. Canalia header goes wide to the right. Over the goal. Goal kick for Chicago. And we're going to be back after this message.
Saturday night at 9, West Germany versus Northern Ireland. And the following Saturday, June 4th, it's Leicester City versus Manchester United as soccer continues on 11. It can continue for a long time with your subscription pledge to 372-1200. Give us your name and address and your pledge of $20.
2-1 Chicago. The Sting leading. All the scoring coming in the first half. We have under 40 minutes to go in this half as Johnny Webb moves the ball toward the Cosmo penalty area. He crosses it out in front. It's a shot, actually. Yassin just tips it. And I don't even think he got his fingers on it. The ball just kind of soared over his fingertips, over the crossbar. So it's a goal kick for the Cosmos as Webb looked like he wanted to pass and then took the shot. And Yassin went high in the air, but it went over the crossbar. So the Cosmos again control. Dmitrievich, long lead. He gets Tony Field. Field now back to Pillay. Pillay working, directing his team. A lead back to Field. Field coming in, broken up by Kelly. The ball going over to the far side, and Griffiths fights Canalia for the ball. It goes over the goal line, and we're going to get a goal kick for Chicago, and we're going to be back after this message.
Our operators are waiting at 372-1200 for your subscription pledge of $20 or more for 1 year. When you make that pledge, you'll be assuring the continuation of soccer broadcasts on Channel 11. Call us now at 372-1200.
Back to the action in the Sting zone. Skaterick, the header broken up by Pillay. Pillay trying to break in, but Pringle is there to stop it. Pillay keeping control of the ball. Gets it back to Field. There's a shot grabbed by Costin as Field collided with Ramo Mifflin. And here's Mervyn Costin. Drop kicks that ball high in the air. It's going down almost to the 35-yard line. The header by Moraes, intercepted by Willie Morgan. Morgan has crossed from left to right at this play. Morgan now at the offside line. They're giving him ground. They're giving him room to work as he approaches the penalty area. Puts it on the far side to Ron Moore. Moore looking for an open man. Now he goes back to Morgan as Jennings gets in place in the penalty area. Morgan being worked on. Being worked on by Aiken. Two experienced veterans of English play. Morgan breaks by Aiken. Morgan bringing into the penalty area. Takes a shot grab by Yassin. And this Morgan, boy, nobody can seem to stop him, Michael.
One thing I've noticed, Howard, is that the Sting seems a lot looser. The Sting is not pressing. The Sting was pressing the earlier part of the season, and of course the result was an 0-6 record.
Steve Rybowski intercepts a pass. Brings it over to Willie Morgan. Wild Willie Morgan with it. Morgan's shot broken up by Mifflin. It goes out of bounds. Throw in for Chicago.
I think one thing that the Cosmos do lead the league in is ball boys, Howard. They got them every place, don't they?
Yeah, that's right. Boy, they sure do. Paul Pringle, the throw in. Now he's going to give it to Morgan to throw in from the far side. The lead to Pringle. Mifflin is there to stop it. Pringle now trying to control the ball. Gets it to Morgan. Morgan gives it back to Rybowski. Rybowski working outside the penalty area. He crosses into the penalty area. There's the header by Moore, and it's grabbed on the fly by Yassin. A long lead pass to Garbutt. New York coming out of its own zone. Garbutt now drops it back to Pillay. Pillay gives it right back to Moraes as Pillay drops into position. There's a lead pass to Garbutt, picked up by Griffiths. Gets it to Dmitrievich. Cosmos attacking. Dmitrievich leads to Kanalia. Skateric is there to break it up momentarily. Dmitrievich shot broken up by Griffiths. Battle for the ball. Dmitrievich goes over on the far side. Heading forward is Field. Field puts the cross out in front. It's headed out by Webb. They go in the air again. Roboski heads it over beautifully to Paul Pringle. Pringle being worked on by Tony Field. Pringle now being hemmed in by Field. He has to give ground to Griffiths, and Griffiths puts it over the sideline marker, out of bounds. The crowd boos. The throw in by Aitken of the Cosmos. He gets it to Ramon Mifflin. Mifflin comes over on the far side here toward Moraes. It goes over everybody's head. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Sting throw-in with the clock showing just under 36 minutes remaining in the game. Chicago leading 2-1, all the scoring in the first half. And Jules and I were talking right before, and indeed Mervyn Costin is playing the best game thus far of the season. There's the throw-in. The header is missed by both Roth and Jennings, taken by the Cosmos. They move it up to Mifflin at midfield. He's got Pelé over at the left wing, but he leads to Fields instead. Fields at the offside line to Pelé. Pelé now looking for an open man. Broken up by McCalliog. McCalliog now, his lead is stopped by Pelé, taken right back by Jennings. Good play by Jennings, back to Morgan. Morgan owes on the far side to Steve Roboski. Chicago now, the long pass to Morgan. Morgan has it. Dillon trying to pick him up. Morgan coming in, cross out in front, and Roth is there to boot the ball over the sideline mark away from Bill Jennings, and it's going to be a throw-in for Chicago.
Howard, at halftime, talking with the New York writers, they're all of the consensus of the same opinion that Pele is having his best game so far this year.
And there's a referee's timeout on the field as one of the Cosmos appears to be a little shaken up. It looks like Moraes, and we're going to be back after this message. Okay, back to the action. The injured player was Charlie Aitken, and he came off the field, replaced by Paul Hunter. The Sting in control. Paul Pringle at midfield. Gets by Kanalia, gives it to Kelly. Kelly works his way past Dmitrievich. Kelly doing some good footwork now as Dmitrievich tracks him. Moves it over to Johnny Webb. Webby now moving to the offside marker on the near side in the Cosmo zone. Taking his time. There's the cross going out in front to Jennings. The shot! Broken up by Yassin. Is now headed over to the side, and finally Moraes gets it. Good shot that time by Jennings, and Yassin came in to break it up. As Moraes drives it past Pelé.
Here comes the shot over in the goal, and Yassin's going to come way out, and there's a scissors kick there that was just missed on the volley. And Yassin, right after that, just came way out and took a big chance.
Chicago leading 2-1, under 34 minutes remaining in the game as Moraes comes into the Sting zone. He's going to be picked up by Johnny Webb. He leads it up front to Mifflin. Mifflin trying to work by two Sting defenders. Pass, a shot, Pelé. Shot by Costin. Canalia, and Costin comes out and tackles the ball away. Mervyn Costin, fantastic goalkeeping. Stopped Pelé's shot, then went out after his own rebound. Here's New York attacking again. Comes out to Field out in front. Beats Canalia. Turns around. Shot goes over the crossbar out of bounds. Goal kick for Chicago. Jules, wow.
Field did a very clever thing there. He faked the kick and then just shoved it right off to Canalia, who came in and boomed it.
Okay, so Mervyn Costin, playing the best game of the year, has done some dazzling goalkeeping as he boots it now back up to midfield. Headed right back. Field went for it, decided not to go for it, and it gave Chicago defense time to get the ball back. Intercepted by Dmitrievich. He leads it across to Moraes. Melzi Moraes puts it in the penalty area. Headed out by Pringle. The ball goes high in the air. Waiting for it to come down is Kelly. Kelly back to Webb. Webb on the near side. Puts it up to Jennings. It goes by everybody. Broken up by Dillon. Taken now by Dmitrievich. Dmitrievich gives ground a little bit. Gets some room to work. He's starting to move in on the goal line. Leads to Terry Garbutt. Garbutt working with Moraes. Garbutt gets by Jimmy Kelly. Garbutt now working to the top of the restraining circle. There's the lead pass. Kicked away by Johnny Webb. Coming here to the near side. Going for it is Moore. It's headed right back to Moraes. Moraes on the near side. McCalliac trying to take the ball away. Can't do it. There's a lead pass. Here's Fields breaking it toward the goal. Fields crosses in front. Broken up momentarily by Chicago's defender, Clive Griffiths. Ball is still loose. Taken back. Taken back. There's Mifflin. Mifflin leads to Dmitrievich. Shot by Costin. New York attacking, putting pressure on the Chicago goal. Look at this goalkeeping by Mervyn Costin.
On the replay, you're going to see that ball go right underneath. Went right underneath Willie Morgan, with slipped through his legs, and Dmitrievich took the shot right into Costin's hand.
Under 32 minutes, Pelé with the ball. Pelé moving, and it's broken up by Griffiths. Comes out to Jimmy Kelly. Kelly back to McCalliog. McCalliog gives it to Kelly. Kelly puts it up to Moore. Moore right back to Kelly. New York really pressing now. Kelly can't control. Pelé has it. Field breaking in. Skateric comes out. The shot. Saved. Comes back to the top of the area. Garbutt a shot away. Puts it back to Mifflin. Mifflin collides with Dimitrievich. Another shot goes out of bounds. And the crowd booing Garbett. Garbett had a good opportunity out in front of the penalty area and couldn't get the shot away.
All right. Field comes over. Now here's going to be a beautiful save by Costin. It deflects off.
All right. Ball now into the attack zone. Moore puts it high in the air. Moore battling to try to control it. The second half, New York has put a lot of pressure on. And now Yassin has the ball for the Cosmos. Yassin rolls it up to the offside line to Dimitrievich. Cosmos coming in force. They're really attacking. There's a long lead for Moraes. And Moraes tries to hit it. It goes out of bounds. Throw in for Chicago. We'll be back after this message.
Operators are waiting for your subscription pledge at 372-1200. Our soccer game this Saturday night, initiating our Saturday night 9 o'clock soccer series, West Germany versus Northern Ireland. You can make it continue. Pledge now, 372-1200.
Grabowski puts it up to Jennings. Jennings is pushed. No call. Willie Morgan with the ball for Chicago. Sting leading 2-1 in the second half. There's a lead pass. He gets Jimmy Kelly. Kelly breaking into the penalty area. Top of the penalty area. Front. Kelly doing some good footwork. Puts a shot over too far to the left of the net. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Cosmos.
I like to think how one of the most encouraging things for Chicago sports fans today is the play of Mervyn Costin. Even when he makes his extraordinary plays, he makes them in an almost routine manner. That's how well he's playing this afternoon.
New York trying to control, but the ball goes out of bounds on the far side. Throw in for the Sting. The only substitution made thus far in the game, the Sting has put Grabowski in, replacing Jimmy Lemon. Sting is going with Moore, Jennings, and Morgan up front. McCallion, Kelly, and Grabowski in the midfield. Skaterick, Griffiths, Webb, and Pringle on defense. And, of course, Mervyn Costin at goal. All right, Willie Morgan trying to control the ball. Battle for it. Grabowski trying to help out, but Dimitrievich gets it for the Cosmos. Fans shooting again. Here is a pass to Tony Field. Field moving up the near side. Field hitting the offside line. Field a long lead coming to Moraes. Moraes has it. Moraes' cross broken up by Griffiths. It goes over the goal line. We're going to get a corner kick now for the Cosmos. The score 2-1 Chicago, but these corner kicks are very, very threatening.
Howard, for those kids that are going to that soccer camp, they could just, if they just watch that play, that's a perfect example of an overlap with a defender coming all the way down the sidelines.
And in from, there's the cross. It goes out front. Costin goes out, grabs it. The ball is loose, and the shot goes over the crossbar. The shot goes over the crossbar. Goal kick for Chicago, and Pelé is complaining again. Costin came out, made the grab. He looks to be a bit shaken up. There it is.
You're going to see Canaglia is going to get this little short chip shot over the bar. And then the follow-through, he goes right into Costin. And being the sportsman he is, Georgie went over to Costin to make sure that he was okay.
Okay, Merv Costin with it now. And Costin drives it up over the midfield stripe. Dimitrievich with the header. He collides. And there's a battle for the ball. Comes back to Dimitrievich. Dimitrievich at the offside line. Lead to Mifflin. Mifflin give and go to Garbett. Gets by everybody. Costin gathers it in. Moves it over here on the near side to John Webb. The clock shows just over 28 minutes remaining in the game. The Sting ahead by a score of 2-1. Webb puts one. It's headed by Moraes back to the New York defenders. And Werner Roth is there. He puts it up to Dimitrievich. Dimitrievich being guarded by Jennings. Gives it now to Dillon. Dillon moves it over here on the near side to Moraes. Kelly comes back as Moraes moves it up. He gets Tony Field. Field outside the penalty area, moving right to left. Takes a shot. Grab by Costin. Ball gets loose and Costin grabs it again. Another good save by Mervyn Costin.
And Costin's been holding his right thigh area, so I think he was shaking up the play. Let's look at it again.
Field's going to come sprinting around the middle and get that left footer off, and it's going to go right into Costin.
And thus far in the second half, New York, desperate to try to get back in the game. They have a chance to pick up ground on Tampa, has done most of the attacking. All right, Cosmos in control of the ball. Dimitrievich at midfield with the clock showing under 27.5 minutes remaining in the first half. This is Moraes again, coming up the right side of the field. He's got Field on the near sideline. He goes to Garbett instead, toward midfield. Garbett now looking for Field. Garbett's looking for Dimitrievich. He puts it across, instead intended for Canaglia. Broken up by Griffith, broken up in turn by Pelé. Griffith's battling. Pelé has it. Pelé has to push Dimitrievich out of the way. Dimitrievich gets the ball. Puts it back over on the far side to Hunter. Taken away from Hunter by Morgan. They're just totally outmatched. Here comes wild Willie Morgan moving upfield. Picked up by Werner Roth. And Roth is able to tap the ball over to the far side. Morgan pushes Roth. Roth still has the ball. Battle for it on the sideline. Kept in. And now they're saying Morgan touched the ball. We're going to have a throw-in for the Cosmos, and we'll be back after this message.
All right, soccer fans, it's up to you. 372-1200 is the number to make soccer continue on Channel 11. Operators are waiting for your name, address, and your pledge of $20 or more for 1 year. Make that phone call now. We'll send you the information you need.
1 Chicago. Willie Morgan puts it up into the penalty area. Jennings, the header, broken up by Dillon. Dillon goes down. Jennings goes down. The ball rolls over the goal line. Everyone waits for the call, and it looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Chicago, as it was last tucked by Mike Dillon. Dillon and Jennings went high in the air for that another good cross by Wild Willie Morgan. Morgan has it. Morgan now moving to the top of the penalty area. Hunter giving ground. Morgan waits, he fakes, he breaks in, puts it out in front, and it just goes. Yeah, I think he was looking for the corner, and it just went off the marker, and it's a goal kick for the Cosmos.
And as the Cosmos prepare to go to the other end of the field, at the other end of the field is Mervyn Costin, the Chicago goalkeeper, who is rubbing the area right below his left knee. There is blood coming from it, so obviously he's having trouble on both sides. The lower area right below the left knee and the right thigh area, so he's been shaken up not once but several times.
Looks like Chicago's going to have a substitution. Jules?
It looks like the Chicago hatchet man is coming in.
George Lamptey is getting ready to go in the game as Bill Folks is talking with Alex Skaterick on the sideline. And Skaterick is staying in. Now if Lamptey comes out, let's see who he's coming in for. He's coming in for Rabowski. So the Sting is putting an extra defender out there with 25:54 to go in the game. Rabowski, who played a nice second half, I think, is going off. You're going to see plenty of Steve Rabowski. And now the Sting. Pringle has moved up. George Lamptey, Chicago defender from Ghana, has moved into the back line, and Paul Pringle has moved up to defense.
Lamptey is going to be a Paley knapsack.
All right, Pelé has it. Lamptey on him. And Lamptey tackles the ball away from Pelé, his first opportunity to Willie Morgan. Here comes Morgan, Sting 3-on-2. Morgan moving with Jennings. Morgan coming into the penalty area, but Yassine is there and grabs it as Morgan was held as he tried to get into the area by Werner Roth. He grabbed Morgan's shirt and would not let him in the area, and Morgan was complaining, but to no avail. All right, the ball is moved out on the far side. They go for Pelé. Lamptey on Pelé. Pelé trying to break by Lamptey, and Lamptey tackles it away from Pelé once again. Picked up by Roth. Roth is shouldered off the ball by Skaterick. It goes out of bounds. Throw in.
New York is going to make a substitution.
And there's a header in the penalty area. It's broken up, comes over, it goes out of bounds. Corner kick coming up for the Cosmos, as New York is going to make a substitution, as Jules just told you. Coming in looks like Jomo Sono. Jomo Sono is coming into the game, and we're going to have to wait to see who's coming out. There's the cross out in front. The header goes high over the crossbar, out of bounds. Over the goal line, it's going to be a goal kick for Chicago. Somo is warming up on the side. He hasn't come in yet. So Chicago holds on to that 2-1 lead, and now the clock shows less than 24.5 minutes to play at Giant Stadium. Sono warming up on the side, getting ready to come in. Howard Balson with Michael Haggerty and Jules Firth here at Giant Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is Johnny Webb, back to Mikhailiuk. His pass broken up by Mifflin. Mifflin gets it across to Kanalia. He drops it back to Dimitrievich. Vito Dimitrievich moves into the center circle. Now out of the center circle, working on Pringle. There's a lead pass, broken up momentarily. Coming down and play, give and go to Fields. Fields shoots, and it goes just wide to the right. Fields on a good, beautiful pass from Pelé. Look at that pass to Fields. He has the clear shot.
We're on a replay that Pelé just shoved it over there, and Fields boomed it off. It went over the net.
It was a classic give and go, and like all.
Sono's now in.
Has come in, and we'll have to check and see who has come out.
It was a classic give and go situation, like all give and go situations that are good. He gave him the proper lead time, and the ball just was right where it was supposed to be at the proper time.
Raymond Mifflin has come out of the game, and Jomo Sono has come in. Raymond Mifflin has come out of the game. All right, here comes Mervyn Costin's goal kick. It streaks up to the midfield stripe. Hunter, a bad header taken by Morgan. Morgan on the far side. He leads it up to Jennings, but he overleads him and is taken back by Terry Garvin to the Cosmos. Time showing just under 24 minutes in the game. Sting leading 2-1, going for their second straight win. Here's Ramon Mifflin, who has just come out of the game. What a start. Here's the lead. Pelé coming in. Pelé shoots, and he... Oh, it wasn't Pelé.
No goal.
That was Jomo.
No goal. It's a handball, Howard.
No goal. That was not Pelé. That was Jomo Somo, and it was a handball against the Cosmos, and the New York goal has been wiped out, as was a Chicago goal early in the first half.
And the New York fans, once again, are throwing things on the field, Howard. They're always true to their tradition.
So a goal by Somo, who was in the game less than a minute, was wiped out on a handball. The player cannot touch the ball with his hand or arm, and now Moore is pushed down, no call. Referee signals play to continue. Moore just can't believe it as Somo has it. Somo tries to get by McCalliog. Somo getting a little bit of room. Now he gives it to Moraes. Moraes coming to the top of the penalty area, picked up by Johnny Webb. There's the cross out in front. Costin goes up in the air, bats it high. Somo waits, shot by Dmitrievich is blocked. Costin bats it over on the far side, out of bounds. And Mervyn Costin sailing high in the air. The Cosmos will have a corner kick. Clock showing.
Costin's out there batting that ball like a volleyball player. He's going to go high in the air, and he's going to bat it off to the side.
Cross, and Costin goes high to grab it. Costin grabs it on the cross and slows things down. 22 and a half minutes remaining in the game. Sting leading by a score of 2-1. And Pelé harassing Costin as Costin now drives it down toward the New York offside line. The header comes to the near side. Check that. Moraes going for it. He puts it right back. Two were off. Roth trying to move. He gives it to Dmitrievich. Dmitrievich now slowing things down. Moving it at midfield. Giving ground. Now he's looking. Back. Nice move by Dmitrievich. Dmitrievich now being almost ridden off the ball, but he gets it to Sono. Sono coming in. Leading now to Moraes. Moraes picked up by Webb. Moraes moves right to left. There's the cross out in front. Broken up. Shot save. Another shot save. No goal. Fantastic goal saving. Mervyn Costin absolutely spectacular in the Chicago net.
Sono comes over, crosses it over to field. Here comes the left-footed kick, and now the header is going to come right there, and Costin is going to make a first save. The ball is going to fall down, and there was a second header coming down, and Canaglia almost put his left foot right into.
Chicago leading 2-1. Action at midfield. Sono now. Lead pass to Field. Field breaking right to left along the offside line. Leading to Pele. He overruns the ball, and Lamptey tackles it away to McCalliog. McCalliog over on the far side to Jennings. He can't control it. Dmitrievich is there. Gives it to Hunter. Hunter trying to move around. Gives ground as he goes back to Dillon. The band's booing. The time shows under 21 minutes remaining in the game. 2-1 Chicago. All the scoring in the first half, but New York has really stopped a few hearts out here. Battle for the ball. McCalliog gives it to Kelly. Kelly's pass broken up by Dmitrievich, but McCalliog is there again to Morgan. Here comes Morgan. He's being tracked now by Moraes. Moraes pulls him away. Boy, that was pretty obvious, Jules. He just grabbed his arm and turned him around.
That got a yellow card in a few other games, Howard.
Look at this. Look at the replay. Watch him just take Morgan's arm and spin it around. So a free kick for Chicago.
Howard, that last play down there by New York showed second, third, and fourth effort by New York trying to get that ball in. 2-1
Chicago. Goals by Moore and Jennings. The only New Cosmo goal, penalty kick by Canaglia. Louis Morgan has it, being guarded by Moraes, taking his time, breaking left to right, looking for an open man, gets Pringle, threads the needle, Pringle in the penalty area, tackled by Roth, Pringle gets up, Pringle coming in, Pringle shoots, and it's deflected by Yasin in the air, Pringle for the header, puts it back, but nobody is there to help out except Dmitrievich, who gives it to Yasin. Paul Pringle on a good pass, almost had a one-man show. There's a long lead, coming to Garbett. Garbett breaking into the sting zone with less than 20 minutes to go, 2-1. Garbett out in front to Pelé. Pelé trying to get by. Canaglia shot broken up by Griffiths, goes out of bounds. Goal kick coming up. Goal kick coming up as Pelé goes to the far side. Check that, not a goal kick. Throw in. Remember, Chicago. Here it comes. Sono. Across, grab by Costin. The 27th of May, next Friday night, Chicago will entertain Team Hawaii. The first 2,000 youngsters will get mini soccer balls, compliments of the Sting. And you can get tickets to Ticketron Gold Blast to the Sting office at 333 North Michigan. And right now, there's operators at the Sting office, 332-2292, where they will take care of real good seats for you. Look at the way the Sting is playing. A victory over Tampa. This is an entirely new ball club. Sono broken up by Pringle. Taken back by Hunter. Hunter's pass broken up momentarily by Pringle. Comes to Sono. Gives it right back to Hunter. Clock showing under 19 minutes as Dmitrievich gets it. Dmitrievich moves. He drives it up to Field. Field coming to the top of the penalty area. John Webb has moved over there on him. Fields now tries to fake Webb out. Tries to break in. Puts it in front. Canaglia can't control it. And the ball is booted away by McCalliog. It's going to be another corner kick for the Cosmos. Field will take the corner kick. Field will will take the corner kick. Defense setting up, drops it back to Sono. Sono moving on the far side with Pringle. Stoner tries to get by Pringle. The cross goes in front, headed away by Johnny Webb. Comes to the top of the penalty area. There's a shot by Dimitrievich, grabbed by Costin, and we're going to be back after this message.
I'd like to remind you that you would not be seeing this soccer game on Channel 11 if it were not for the subscribers to this station. That is, the people who have sent $20 or more for a year to the station. You can join their number and assure the continuation of soccer by calling 372-1200.
Chicago on the attack. Jennings shot broken up momentarily. And finally tapped back to Yasin. He leads it up to Dimitrievich. Time showing under 18 minutes. 2-1 Chicago. What a battle. And what fantastic goalkeeping by Mervyn Costin, especially in the second half. Here comes Pelé. Pelé moving with the ball. The long pass over on the far side to Jomo Sono. Sono takes the shot. Costin goes up and hits the crossbar. It goes over the goal line. Goal kick for Chicago.
Here comes this left-footed kick by Sono. It's going to start to come up high. It came up high, and just off that crossbar, it deflects. There it is.
So New York really doing the brunt of the attacking in the second half, but the Sting has the lead, 2-1. Jimmy McCalliag now. Remember, Morgan, Jennings are playing hurt. They were injured in the Tampa game, but they are playing despite their injuries. Bobby Tynan, too severely. He could not suit up today, but he will be ready, they tell me, next Friday against Hawaii. All right, working the ball with Sono back to Hunter. Hunter up to Garbutt. Garbutt at the midfield stripe. Slowing things down a little bit. His pass to Dimitrievich, a good pass. There's a long lead intended for Moraes. Moraes catches up to it in the corner, being marked by Johnny Webb. Tries to put it, he pushes Webb off. Webb makes the tackle, keeps control of the ball. Battle for it. Finally, it is kicked out of bounds by Dimitrievich, and a throw into Chicago. Michael?
Another player is playing hurt, Howard, is Werner Roth of the Cosmos, who sunk to his knees about 2 minutes ago after getting what looked like some spikes in his face. He was holding both of his eyes. So we'll see what effect that has on the Cosmos attack.
And now Webb puts one back to the offside line to Paul Pringle. Pringle being worked on. He gets a nice pass over to take the pressure off to Billy Jennings. Billy the Kid Jennings.
Lest our viewers get confused on Pringle. Pringle has played forward all of his career, and he's just been converted to a defenseman by Coach Folks.
And now he's playing the midfield. He started at defense, but he moved up when Lamptey came back to the defense line to stay on Pelé. Morgan has it over on the far side to Skateric. Skateric now leads to Jimmy Kelly. Kelly being worked. Give and go to Skateric, but Skateric just went a little bit too far, and there's the lead back. Taken by Pelé. Pelé leading to Sono. Sono moving up the field, gives it back to Pelé. Another lead broken up by Lamptey. Taken back now by Jimmy McCalliag. McCalliag hemmed in by Pelé. He gets it to Jimmy Kelly. Kelly puts it on the far side to Skateric. Sting controlling beautifully with under 15 and a half minutes now remaining in the game. Sting leading by a score of 2-1. Sting Summer Camp information can be obtained by calling 332-2292. There'll be camps this summer in Martin Prospect, Northbrook, Lake Forest, and Wheaton. 1 week-long sessions with Bill Folks and Willie Roy, the Sting coaching staff, and professionals from the Sting giving the instruction to youngsters 16 to 6. Very reasonable. The kids will have a ball. Kelly with the ball. Kelly just slowing things up. Kelly leading out to Ronnie Moore. Moore right back to McCalliag. McCalliag has it. Sting doing a little ball control here as they move it back to Griffiths at the center stripe. Crowd whistling. Griffiths goes on the far side to Willie Morgan. Hunter comes in to guard Morgan. The time remaining, about just over 15 minutes remaining in the ball game. Pringle has it on the far side. Hemmed in by Werner Roth, and Roth tackles that ball, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in Chicago.
And it appears, Howard, that Coach Bill Folks of Chicago is going to be sending in Stephen Schaefer for the Sting.
Well, I think he wants to get a little height there on defense.
On the back line.
That's one of the reasons Lamptey's in there, because New York likes to play those head-high balls on those crossers, and Lamptey's going to get up there with Schaefer.
Time continues to run as New York Cosmos thought the referee was awarding them a throw-in, and they were, but they took it a little bit too maturely, and so the ball has to come back into the New York zone. All right. Now, check that. In other words, there was a foul, not a throw-in, and now the ball is in the Sting zone. Webb is there. Webb giving it right back to Jimmy Kelly. Kelly puts it intended for Moore, broken up by Moraes. Moraes now to Terry Garbutt. Garbutt to Dimitrievich at the center. Just over 14 minutes remaining to play in the ball game. Canaglia has it, marked by Lamptey. His pass broken up by Alex Skateric, but it goes off Alex's instep out of bounds. It's going to be thrown in now by Tony Field on the far side in the Sting zone. He gets Hunter back to Field, trying for Dimitrievich. The ball comes into the penalty area. Lamptey gets it right back to Pringle. Pringle now leads up to Wild Willie Morgan, and here comes Wild Willie up the field. His long lead pass intended for Kelly. Jimmy gets to it. Coming back is Sono. Now he's leading to Moore. Ron Moore breaking into the penalty area, tries to get by his man Dillon, can't do it. Sono is there. He gets it to Moraes. Moraes moving up the near side. Reyes puts one at the offside line to Pillay. Pillay working on Lamptey. Lead to Canalia. Canalia coming in, broken up beautifully by Griffiths. And Lamptey is there to tackle it away. Now the ball is kicked right back to Johnny Webb. He gives it to Costin. Costin has it. We're going to be back after this message.
West Germany versus Northern Ireland. That's the soccer game which will initiate our Saturday night 9 o'clock series this Saturday night, May the 28th. We hope you'll be watching. And we hope you'll help assure the continuation of Soccer on 11 by subscribing right now. Call us at 372-1200.
Action resumes. Terry Garbutt now. Garbutt worked on by McKelliog. Has to give some ground. Clock showing exactly 13 minutes to go in the game. Sting leading 2-1. Battle for it at the restraining circle. Moore is there. Heads it to Johnny Webb. They're giving Webb some room to work as he takes his time. Players trying to catch a breath. The action has been hot and heavy as Webb now drives it over the center stripe. And Moore goes high in the air with Roth, and for a change, Werner Roth gets the elbowing call against him.
There are times, Howard, when we hear that the scoreboard is not an accurate reflection of the way the game has gone. In this case, that's not true. Sting 2, Cosmos 1 is a very accurate description.
Now Stephen Schaefer is coming into the game, and he is replacing Alex Skaterick. Skaterick is coming out. Stephen Schaefer is coming in for Chicago. Number 5, Stephen Schaefer, resident of Chicago. Long time professional, lots of experience. And Stephen is in the ball game now. Time is stopped with 12:35 to go in the game. Chicago leading by a score of 2-1.
That is Chicago's last legal substitution, Howard.
Okay. Wow, Willie Morgan with it. Worked on by 2 men. He drops it back to McKelliog, one of those 2 being Pillay, of course. And now, Johnny Webb. Webb moving on the far side, a long lead pass. Coming up hard to Steph Schaefer. Schaefer catches up to it. Almost takes it away from Schaefer is Hunter. Now Schaefer leading out to Jennings is broken up by the Cosmos. Intercepted by Schaefer on the far side. Schaefer back to Jennings. Give and go. Pushed out of bounds by Roth. Throw in for Chicago. The clock reads now almost 12 minutes remaining. Just over 12. In fact, now it's exactly 12 minutes in the game. Chicago 2. Cosmos 1. Howard Balson, Jules Firth, Michael Haggerty from Giant Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. There's the throw-in, intended for Jennings, broken up by Somo. Jennings gets it back again. He's triple-teamed. Jennings gets control of it nicely, back to Morgan. Jennings really did a job there with 3 defenders, not a Pringle. Pringle gets by 1 man. Pringle breaks toward the penalty area. Pringle slows it up, almost tackled away. Finally, they do take it away. This is Dimitrievich with some great footwork in the penalty area, and he taps it over to Yassin. Well, this Dimitrievich shows me a lot every time I see him play, Jules. Fine player. All right, Yassin with the ball. Under 11 and a half minutes in the game. A high drive into the Sting zone, headed out by Griffiths. Stopped by Tony Field, but Kelly is there. Kelly puts it up to Pringle. Pringle gives ground, gives it back to Schaefer and McCalliog, but Schaefer gets the ball. Schaefer now drives it up toward Jennings. Jennings, the header behind him, picked up by Ronnie Moore. Moore being marked closely by Dillon. His pass broken up by the Cosmos, taken back by Willie Morgan of Chicago. Morgan moving on the far side. Morgan working on Hunter. Morgan trying to drive by Hunter, gets to the top of the penalty area, fakes once, stops, keeps control of the ball. Hunter giving him about a yard to work with. Morgan now leading to Kelly. Kelly traps it. Here's the shot, and it just deflected.
Deflected off
the fingertips of Yassin. The shot by McCalliog.
Howard, we're going to see this again. Oh, a nice dummy pass there, and Yassin just deflects it off to the left side.
McCalliog was stopped that way by Paul Hammond on the exact same kind of shot against the Tampa Bay Rowdies on Friday night. The Sting winning that game 4-3. All right, Willie Morgan on the cross. It comes up to the top. The header, it goes out beyond the penalty area. Pringle makes the trap. Pringle now feeds to McCalliog, back out to Morgan. Morgan has the ball outside the penalty area. He traps it, slows it up. He breaks beyond Hunter. Morgan coming in, and he puts it out in front. But the ball had rolled over the goal line. Morgan couldn't quite keep it in. It rolled over the goal line, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Cosmos, and we're going to be back after this message.
Exciting soccer coming to you on Channel 11. If you'd like to see it continue, if you'd like more soccer on this station next year, call us now and subscribe at 372-1200. Give us your name, address, and your pledge of $20 for 1 year.
Action. Mike Dillon up to Dimitrievich. Time showing less than 10 minutes to go in the game. Sting leading 2-1, trying to hold on to that lead. Canali out front to Pillay. Pillay's lead pass broken up by Lamptey. Driven back to the midfield stripe. Trapped by Roth. Puts it over on the far side to Sono. Sono can't quite control it. And coming up for Chicago is Griffiths. He moves it to Morgan on the far side. Willie Morgan. As Hunter gives him some ground. He gets Jimmy Kelly now in the center of the field. Kelly moving. Nobody on the left side. Now he gets Jennings coming up on the left side. Here comes Kelly. Top the penalty area. The shot saved by Yassin. A diving save by Errol Yassin. He puts it out front to Dimitrievich. The clock showing now just over 9 minutes remaining in the game. Beautiful day out here, and there's a long lead. Here's Pelé coming in. He got by Webb. Pelé working on Lamptey. Webb is there to tackle it away. Pelé is put down. And are we going to get a call? No, a foul called. A foul called against the Cosmos. And that foul was either on Pelé or Sono. They were both in the area. Anyway, Chicago will get the free kick. Under 9 minutes. A big crowd out in hand. We haven't got the attendance, but it is an absolutely gorgeous day, at least up here on the booth. I hope it's a little cooler down in the on the playing field.
Howard, watch for the Sting to get the ball over to the right side, over to Morgan. They've got an obvious mismatch over there with Hunter. There's a 20-year-old kid there that's going to be trying to guard the veteran.
Well, he certainly gave Cano and Egan fits on a veteran Tampa team. All right, here's Garbutt. Garbutt trying to break around Jimmy Kelly. Picked up in the midfield. No, he gets by one man. Gets to Dmitrievich coming in the midfield. Broken up. Beautiful work by Steph Schaefer. Now Schaefer. A foul. Schaefer fouls Garbutt. Breaking left to right at the offside line. Schaefer, now what? And McCalliog helps Garbutt up, but we're going to get a free kick at the offside line. I think it's going to be taken by Pelé. He puts it up front. Lamptey tackles it away, and Kelly drives it off the far side. Sono makes the stop. Sono puts it again. There's a shot. A header by Dillon is grabbed by Mervyn Costin. Sting controlling with under 8 minutes to go in the soccer game. Friday night, the Sting hosts Team Hawaii. 2,000 soccer balls will be given away, mini soccer balls to the first 2,000 youngsters. That game will be at 7:30 Soldier Field. Tickets at Ticketron, Goldblatt's, and the Sting office, 333 North Michigan. Or if you want to call right now at 332-2292, you can get your good seats reserved. Sono here on the near side. Clock now showing 7.5 minutes. The lead to Pelé. Lamptey heads it back. Pelé is put down. Foul called on Lamptey. And now Pelé is going to get the ball. I thought he might have some words for Lamptey. But Pelé is going to set the ball down. McCalliog guarding Pelé, giving him some room. Pelé sets it down near side of the penalty area. Attention, Pelé takes the cross and goes out in front and headed over the goal line by Mike Dillon. Goal kick coming up, and we're going to be back after this message.
West Germany versus Northern Ireland.
Clive Griffiths with the ball for Chicago, broken up by Pelé, but Griffiths able to get his foot under it, get it up to the midfield stripe. It sails out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Cosmos back at midfield. It's 2-1 Chicago, with the clock showing under 6 minutes to play. The lead to Garbutt. Feeds Dmitrievich at the center circle. Dmitrievich looks for Moraes. Now a lead pass up front to Dillon. Dillon trying to work his way. Gets it up to Dmitrievich. A shot blocked by Costin. Great diving save on a shot by Garbutt. Mervyn Costin dives off.
Takes the feed. Cut over the left, and Costin makes that dive to the right. The ball deflects off, goes over the goal line, which will give the Cosmos a corner kick. And I've got to say, Howard, this is Costin's game where I think he got his confidence
There's the
back.
cross. It is headed away, taken back by Moraes. Moraes fires it out in front, broken up by Griffiths. Moraes heads it over the goal line out of bounds. And a goal kick for Chicago. And Mervyn Costin has that ball for the Chicago Sting, leading by a score of 2-1. Under 5 minutes to go in the game now. Under 5 minutes to go. Costin puts the ball down at the top of the penalty area. The Sting out there with Wild Willie Morgan, Billy Jennings, and Ron Moore. The midfield is Pringle, McCalliog, and Kelly. In the back line, Webb, Griffith, Lamptey, and Schaefer. And now, check that, Costin puts it over the midfield stripe. It is headed back to Garbutt. He gives it back to Moraes, and Moraes right back to Garbutt. And now their pass broken up by Chicago. Here is Moore. Moore the lead over on the far side to Jennings. Jennings looking for a little help as he's hemmed in at midfield. Under 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Willie Morgan with it. Willie Morgan of Chicago moving on the left side to Jimmy Kelly. Kelly now moving on the near sideline, being hemmed in by Dillon. Kelly looking for a way to go. Kelly stops. He's got Morgan right behind him. Decides to give it to Willie. Willie hemmed in. Willie moves left to right. Top of the penalty area. Cross out in front. Oh, it just got by. Almost found Jennings breaking into the penalty box, but the Scot just flicked under Jennings' arm, and Yasin grabbed it. Sono on the far side now with less than 4 minutes to go. The Cosmos take over. Cosmos pressing to try to tie the game. It's 2-1 Chicago. Dying moments. And now Pelé, but Lamptey is there to head the ball. It's going out of bounds here on the near side. Moraes with the throw-in. Clock ticking away. Moraes leading to Pelé. Lamptey is there, makes the tackle. Lamptey slows it down, puts it high in the air, but he put it out of bounds. And the crowd booing because they think Lamptey is just stalling for time to try to let those valuable seconds tick away. But in that case, I think he would rather have returned the ball upfield, Jules. All right, so now Jimmy Kelly has the ball. Kelly just holding it, gives it to Moraes. Time now shows 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Goes to Pelé. but Lamptey is there. Lamptey makes the tackle. Lamptey battling the ball with Garbutt, and a foul called against Garbutt for holding onto Lamptey's ankle. And thus far, since Lamptey's been in, he's done a very fine job, Jules.
Well, he's got those long legs.
They call him the man with the telescopic legs. The clock shows 3 minutes to go in the game as John Webb puts it up toward midfield to Moore. Moore's header is trickling over the goal line out of bounds. The throw-in is going to go to the Cosmos. Moore is claiming it was last touched by the Cosmos. Linesman didn't see it that way. Dimitrievich has it at midfield as the Sting starts to mark a little bit closer. There's a long pass to Jomo. Pringle is there. Pringle heads it high in the air. Heading forward is Griffiths and Pillay, and as Griffiths beats Pillay to it, gives it to Jennings, right back to Griffiths. Griffiths now moving on the far side. 2.5 minutes remaining. There's a long lead to Ron Moore on the far side for Chicago. The Sting attacking right to left. Moore is being worked on by Hunter. Moore now takes it into the corner. I think he's looking for Hunter to try to tap it out of bounds, and it does go out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter, and I'd say that was smart work by Ron Moore, working on the inexperienced Paul Hunter.
One of our colleagues, several booths down, Howard, a Chicago product, Jim Carvel, is doing the play-by-play action on both New York television and radio here at Giant Stadium.
All right, there's the throw-in, comes to Steph Schaefer. Schaefer moving the ball along the sideline, along the 35-yard line, almost taken away by Field. Schaefer still controlling. Schaefer still has control. Steph Schaefer doing a nice job, breaking by everybody, moving it along the sideline, drops it off for Willie Morgan. Morgan on the far side. There's under 2 minutes to go in the game now. Lead pass to Jimmy Kelly. Kelly looking for a little help. Now he drops it back as the Sting playing some ball control to John Webb. He moves it over on the far side to Willie Morgan. This will be a big trap. Morgan makes the trap, stops it. Hunter catches up to him. Morgan moves right to left. Morgan crosses out in front, headed away by Roth. Webb is there, but Pillay cuts in front, gets it to Garbutt. Now there's 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Comes up the middle of the field. The header going into the penalty area. Lamptey gets it, and Mervyn Costin, as it skips off Lamptey's fingers, goes high in the air to grab it. Now there's 1 minute and 19 seconds to go as Clive Griffiths to John Webb. Webb at the 35-yard line picks up Jimmy McCalliog. 2-1 Chicago. Chicago trying to hold on to the lead, and Webb lets the ball roll too far. It goes out of bounds. We're going to get a throw-in by the Cosmos with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining in the game. It comes to Dimitrievich. 1 minute now remaining in the game. Dimitrievich puts it out in front. Taken back by Pillay. Pillay to Garbutt. Garbutt worked on by Kelly. He gets Dimitrievich. He crosses it, and the ball is headed over the goal line by Griffiths. And they're going to have a corner kick for the Cosmos. Canalia wants to know no, a foul has been called. I think a foul has been called, and the Cosmos are screaming and yelling on the referee. Jules, did you see what happened out there?
Yes, they're claiming that Webb headed the ball out of bounds, and they are protesting.
Griffiths. The ball did go out of bounds, yes. But they're saying it's not a. But they're saying it was last touched by New York, or there was a foul, yes, I believe, on that play.
All right, let's take a look at this. It's headed out of bounds. Now it's going to deflect right off his head here. There it goes. It was deflected clearly.
I know, but I wonder if they called a foul because they blew the whistle. Anyway, the Sting controlling with 17 seconds left. Costin fires it up the field. Going forward is Jennings. Jennings heads it high, taken back by Hunter. Now there's 10
seconds.
9. Chicago leading 2-1. 7, 6. There's the centering pass. Stopped by Lamptey. Taken by Webb. Put high in the air. 1 second. Moore fighting for it. Battle for the ball. Taken by McCalliog. The clock has long been over, but yet it apparently isn't official.
Paley is back shaking hands.
All right, there's the lead. Here comes Morgan. The game is over. The game is over.
That's no
the
goal.
Chicago Sting has won their second game in a row, defeating the New York Cosmos here in New York by a score of 2-1, and we're going to be back after this message.